Hello and welcome to another edition of V Media News Read. It is no longer news that Tinubu decided to forge ahead with a widely derided and unacceptable Muslim ticket. It is no longer news that CAN, the Christian Association of Nigeria, was one of the first to dissociate themselves from the unholy marriage. It is certainly no news that a group of Pentecostal archbishops from the north, even after CAN's hard stance, went ahead to hold a meeting with the former Lagos State governor. What is news is that today the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria PFN has disowned the Pentecostal Bishops Forum, which held that meeting with Tinubu, apparently without the body's consent. For that and more trending and breaking news, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and comment on the video. Let's go. PFN SSGF Lawal disowned bishops that met Tinubu. Few days after a visit to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu by some Christian clergymen, the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria PFN has disowned the Pentecostal Bishops Forum of Northern Nigeria, which met with the presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC on Friday in Abuja. The PFN was not a part of the meeting with the presidential candidate that was highly politicized. We are, however, aware of the ripples in the public domain about this matter. I am speaking officially to clarify that the PFN has nothing to do with that. The Deputy National Secretary of the PFN, Bishop David Bakare, said. The PFN spoke as former secretary to the government of the Federation SGF Babachir Lawal berated Tinubu for dividing the church, adding that Tinubu has no plans to include Northern Christians in his government if elected. Speaking in an interview, Bishop Bakare said, "The forum is not known to the PFN. There is nothing in PFN that is regional based like Southern or Northern Pentecostal bishops. The PFN is an arm of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN. The position of the fellowship on same-faith presidential ticket of the APC has not changed. The meeting between Tinubu and the Pentecostal Bishops Forum of Northern Nigeria has nothing to do with the PFN. I am speaking to you officially and authoritatively that the ranks of the Christian community and of course the PFN which I represent is not broken at all. The Pentecostal Bishops Forum of Northern Nigeria is not known to the PFN. The forum does not have any affiliation or relationship with the PFN that is registered with the government of this nation. The position of the PFN on same-faith ticket still stands as it was in the beginning, and we have not, for any reason, shifted our position on that matter. The PFN was not a part of the meeting with the presidential candidate that was highly politicized. We are, however, aware of the ripples in the public domain about this matter. I am speaking officially to clarify that the PFN has nothing to do with that organization. We didn't take such a decision. We have not met that political party, and whatever we will do will be in the public domain. That group is on its own and has nothing to do with the real incorporated PFN. I looked at the photos and the names. I could recognize about 2 people who are our members, but they speak for themselves. All Pentecostal leaders in Nigeria, from the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Living Faith, Mountain of Fire, and House on the Rock, among others, speak with one voice. Finally, I wish to let you know that there is nothing in PFN that is regional based like Southern or Northern Pentecostal bishops. As a matter of fact, the PFN does not have any settings for bishops. What we have is PFN. We do not separate bishops of Pentecostal from other clergies of Pentecostal. PFN is just one body under which all bishops, pastors, and members are lined up behind Bishop Francis Oke, the president. We stand by our decision. We have not and will not bend to the dictate of any political group. Excuse the interruption, guys, but please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and comment also. Plus, turn the notification bell on, the one with the bell symbol. Yeah, thank you. Meanwhile, Lawal has berated Tinubu for using his desperation to divide the church and explained the decision of northern Christians not to kowtow to alleged propaganda sponsored by his party and Tinubu in order to downplay the controversies generated by its Muslim tickets. In a statement yesterday in Yola, Adamawa State, Lawal said, "It seems that Bola and Kashim's preferred approach is to attempt to counter our position through insults and sponsored fake Christian organizations in order to create the impression that there is a division within the Christendom on this matter. Needless to say, this tactic has failed woefully. They are now the butt of jokes in church gatherings all over the country. Unknown to them, church history emphatically records that Christians are more united in terms of adversity and persecution as now being propelled by this Muslim presidential ticket of the APC. This approach has also portrayed the duo as arrogant and pitiable people, whilst also exposing them to the public as people with unimaginable deficiencies of noble character. The reality is that for each minute that this same faith ticket duo have spent on their Goebbelsian propaganda, they have ended up spending several hours more trying to rebut the controversies that they themselves create in the process. Everyone, including some notable Christian haters, are now inviting false bishops and Khan leaders to meetings. They are busy fabricating overnight Christian organizations that shun out falsehood to the public. It is such a pity that people who intend to lead our country could descend to such low levels of morality and deficiency of conscience. But bellying this posture is the reality of their true intentions not to have any roles for northern Christians in their government. The unarguable fact is that the intent to offer nothing of significance to any northern Christian in an APC government anticipated to be led by Bola and Kashim. The reality of their zoning arrangement is that the northeast sub-region is already out of the equation for any other post because it has the vice presidency, while the north central too is out because they have the party's national chairmanship. The other key positions, the Senate President, the Speaker, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, and Chief of Staff to the President, have been zoned to the Northwest, South-South, Southeast, and Southwest regions, respectively. Besides, we all know that there is and will be no ranking Christian senator or House of Representatives member from the Northwest that could occupy the seats of Senate President, Speaker, or even their deputies. In any case, it is an open secret that they never allow Christians to occupy such positions in the Northwest zone, even if there is a qualified Christian. If Kashim Shettima worked determinedly with Bola Tinubu's acquiescence to deny the Northern Christians the Deputy National Chairman North position during the party's national convention, what magic will then compel them to give a Northern Christian any significant post in their government? My dear Christians, it has been clear to us from the onset that APC, Bola, and Kashim never had the intention or plan that offers the Northern Christians any sense of inclusion through any tangible roles in their governments. That's the news, guys. Until next time, bye.